So, I mean, to me, that makes it feel like maybe your draft didn't go that well. Like, I mean, like, if you need that much instruction on how to play, right? Like,
I mean,
are we lacking some confidence here? Or maybe he's just like, listen to me.
Yeah.
We are the better team. Okay, we came in here as favorites.
Are you trying to recreate his speech now? The motivational speech?
I couldn't, because he's clearly so good at it that they already won a TI.
I thought it was because he was speaking a different language, but yeah. A little bit of a horn sounds from inside the hall as we are off to the races. And right at the get-go, looks like it's going to be, is that 2? No, TSpirit able to sneak one extra one away for themselves. So 3 bounty runes go in their direction.
Well, they keep getting advantages at the start of these games. Usually it's from the wards. Now they get another bounty rune. Virtus Pro do get an observer, though. Say you're killing one.
Apparently they don't get to come to lane. And they're going to body block these creeps, so it's going to push in under the tower. And he had to actually TP on Kiritich. Wait a minute.
Oh, I love this play.
FNG, they take Gush level 1. We're taking that first blood for himself. Collapse has had a very frustrating couple of games. He's ready to have a good one for himself on Tidehunter.
I mean, he loved last game.
That's fair.
He was just farming the whole time. That was the recovery game after the Spirit Breaker, you know? They gave him last pick, got Dawnbreaker, and he's got to farm the whole time. True. It's kind of like a little bit of a spa day for offlaners.
Oh, I like that.
You know, they just get to chill, farm, press their ulti when they have to fight.
Hit up the sauna.
Yeah.
Nice.
This game, though, it's Virtus Pro back with the press ulti to fight in the sense of the Shadow Step here on that Spectre. Hero that won them game 1 makes a return here in game 3. See if it can push them through a little bit further in this upper bracket.
And it feels like you also have another, I mean, obviously the combination of the Grimstroke, Inkswell with it is going to be really strong once you hit those level 6s. But the other thing is a kotl, right? Like another hero that likes to play very fast tempo, running around, throwing out those Illuminate blasts. I do want to see if they decide to change up the build though, because I'm assuming they're not going to be getting 2 urns. Spectre already has it queued up, and it looks like kotl is going to be having to do without.
All right, so Dagon.
Yeah,
obviously. Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, that'd be fun.
We have a Treant Protector in this game, which I know everyone was so excited for today.
Yeah.
I mean, you haven't seen enough of this guy. So, Tree not getting banned makes it all right.
Itch. It's okay. You need to warm up. It's fine.
That was the most insane shot. That's what he's aiming for.
Yeah. Trying to hit that one.
It's a little bit crazy. Of course, Treant Protector, why is this hero so broken? Really good at moving through the twin gates. Very frustrating in the laning stage, especially against a lot of different melee heroes, but they have the Wraith King. That's part of the reasoning behind this pick. Maybe like your Wraith Kings or your CKs, like these strong melee heroes that can also go in the off lane. You might see them several times versus up top, though, stun leading off here into the call.
Damage now on Yatoro. He's in trouble, actually. To fall lower and lower with the skeletons, everybody coming into play. Yatoro tries to get away, and actually he's going to get some distance. He's taking a long the walk onto the other side. The skeletons aren't stopping. They're going to hit him a few times and then chase him back to the tower. So Yatoro comes to lane with very, I mean, if he dies right now, this is awful for TSpirit, but if he can get away with it, it's solid.
Yeah, it's a serious concern here, but Sayush, instead of going for the kill, you'll see over there body blocking the small camp. So they went for a D-ward to try and stabilize the lane, but he just puts the body inside. So make sure that camp's not going to spawn, and that's just more trouble from Maposhka.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Still having good CS there as the push back behind the tower right now. And again, the nice little voice line spam that's coming out.
They're big Jam fans.
Oh, yeah.
I'm noticing here.
Cold Snap burns through all the mana. Flotix not very happy about that.
This is just a mid laner's mid right now. We got 10 denies versus 7 denies. A lot of range creep denies when I've been peeking in here.
Carl taking the hits from kotl. Damage. Yeah, a lot of denies there. And Invoker for the moment coming out slightly ahead in that. But at least for now, a kind of slow and steady, only that 1 kill given up at the beginning of the laning stage, feeling similar to what we saw in game number 1. Collapse definitely off to the races. Currently popping top charts, trying to get into that Meteor Hammer as they fire back in. Yatoro able to connect, tries to escape, gets out the far side. So the calling not able to do enough as Maposhka just beats away at Sage.
Great.
Doing what he can. Collapse down bottom, goes back in, decides to fight into FNG. Now the hit from range, not going to connect on the Brambles though.
barely able to escape there. Flat starts farming in towards that meteor hammer. You'll often see on Tidehunters try and push these towers down a little bit faster. Something we haven't seen a lot of today.
Going in again. The Inkswell is going to hit. Collapse, still barely surviving. He is living on such little HP. And Girtich, actually with Gush coming back up, has to dodge away. Slowed down, but not enough for the kill. Man, that ring health is getting value, but another hit, Mira. Not quite in range. Throw out the dagger. Another one. The Inkswell moves forward, hit by the stick charge. Everybody's on such low HP. But the roll through the twin gate? No.
That's his last tango, too. Pass it over to Kirtich.
That was Roche, dude. Sorry. The other heroes. Man, earn completed, though.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah.
They went double earn.
I mean, you know, sometimes it happens.
I thought they weren't going to be going. I mean, they're both faster than average. It's great, right?
Yeah. Teamwork makes the dream work here.
Well, we'll see. I mean, it feels like most of the time, Spectre should be the one getting the charges with the Shadow Step in, but if they can both get some charges going, I guess it could be worse.
Honestly, with the fact that you get two and you get one if you died, it's not quite as bad as it used to be.
We're just coping here.
Cope.
6-minute mark coming around as the first power runes will spawn. Position, Laurel's there to pick up the invis.
The one kill. Oh, maybe.
The Yatoro damage from Squadix. Trying to kill him with the Illuminate Blast. Will find the follow-up stun under tower. Forward, and it's going to be enough. Laurel made that move, and now Sage also going to be found and brought down.
I just noticed it.
Yeah, he's just out of there.
Going back in, I don't know, trying to throw a random stun at or something, but be the one who survives and makes his way back to the Lotus Pool. So they rotate the kill Yatoro, but they lose two. So not the best trade in the world here. Immediately, Yatoro TP's mid. He says, hey, you just stay up there, Laurel. You're a little bit busy, ganging for the Wisdom Rune. I'll go take your farm. But is he going to get it? Sage is also here.
Making the move with Maposhka and Toad.
Oh, he's going for the stack at the same time.
On top of him. Yeah, steps into no man's land. The dead shot, but a couple more hits. Will he survive long enough? Tornado lifts the band. Stolen Wisdom Rune. Now, can they get out? Maposhka, he's going to get stunned and killed as denied by the neutral. Nothing going. Virtus Pros. Wait, it's a 2K gold lead at 7 minutes, and the Wisdom Rune is still there for them to take.
Yeah, F&G rotated as well. Squad X2, they don't get the kill. The TP out as well.
Oh, and Ravage! Collapse just comes in, smile on his face, happy to see it. All going the way of TSpirit here early.
And there were definitely some concerns of a bit of a snowball runaway here from Virtus Pro, right? If the lanes go a bit well, if you hit some combos. I wasn't sure where they put the Grimstroke, because, you know, we've seen some 5 Muertas, we've seen some 4 Grims, so there was a chance for, like, lots of, like, Inkswell stun combos or something with the Grim, but I think it's been a little bit more passive with the Muerta. And so that hasn't snowballed too crazily. And now going the other way, Collapse with this Meteor Hammer, like, he's just going to be looking to constantly bully down the tower, and Kirch can't do anything.
He's so farmed already. It's really going to be a problem for the side of Virtus Pro. See how it goes. And also with these stacks being built up that you're seeing.
Yeah.
That is going to be real nice for TSpirit. Smoke from 2. Sage is going to TP out. Now, that could set up for something down bottom. They're moving on to Collapse. Want to connect onto him. No, there's no Ravage. Can they bring down the Tidehunter? They brought 4. Dodge. Collapse. Sidesteps. Gets out of there again. TP's in their face. Will it be enough to get out? No. It was a bold play by him.
This is what he's complaining about in all the vlogs.
Yeah.
They're always after me. 4 heroes rotate down bottom to the Ravageless Tidehunter.
I mean, that's what happens when you're 1,000 gold of everybody else on the freaking game.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Absolutely heaped right now as the Fade Approach gets picked up here from Squadix. These mid keepers of the light, they like to run the early game. You know? They either want to be farming a bunch of stacks in the jungle, or they want to be making multiple kills on the side lanes, utilizing that solar bind. So 0, 1, and 2 is not really what you're looking for at 9 minutes. See if Squadix can find some way to turn that around, but for now it looks like it's just jungling time.
That definitely is going to help them out, obviously, but there's a lot of stacks in the jungle as well for TSpirit to try and build into their first couple of items. The interesting thing to see here is 3 heroes mid for TSpirit. maybe trying to make a play, or I guess just get set up for the next round of power runes. They know that it's going to be a good one that's coming up. They already went past the Invent cycling round of them.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Well, Notice is definitely getting space to farm, but I also feel like if they're going to make a Shadow Step play, it comes off the back of Notice just stunning someone. So I feel like if no one's playing near Notice, they're not actually going to be snowballing their Spectre on
Dire's
them.
top tower is under attack. Radiant's
True.
bottom tower
And if the
has been
trade-off is
denied.
that Yatoro is just going to cleave the entire jungle of crazy stacks, it might not matter all too much. But
Oshka getting any extra time here just to sort of try and
Dire's
counter push out against the tower. They already had to deny the one down bottom.
I mean, this is what Rezo brought up in the panel too, though. A lot of carries, they get pushed out by this.
Yeah.
Wraith King, he just throws the Skellies out and able to secure an advantage versus Train Protector that a lot of people aren't able to get. Then again, he's also only level 5.
All right, well,
No living armor.
double earn was not a problem, but double radiance would definitely be a problem, as both Spectre and Wraith King have it queued up.
What we have here
It's a failure to communicate. There's a couple of issues going on with Virtus Pro in terms of their itemization. We'll see if it ends up coming back to haunt them or not. But
Radiant's
for now,
middle tower
Team
is
Spirit's
under
still
attack.
happy as clams, playing on the Tide Hunter that is juiced up.
We just need like medallions for both supports now, and we'd be set.
Ready. It's still going to take a while, as there will be a Blade Mail coming out first.
Dire's middle tower is under
Well,
attack.
Collapse has mission accomplished down bottom, and now that he's ready to come up here, again, they want to play around this idea of Notice initiating, not onto a Tide Hunter, not who you're looking for the big Shadow Step plays.
Immediately onto Yatoro with the Shadow Step there. They're finding him. Silence, connection,
Nice.
blinding light pushback. That is exactly what they needed.
Now retreat.
Get out, run! Dude, they get out and they forced a bunch of TPs. That's perfect for Virtus Pro.
Could not have gone much better. Meanwhile, Notice returns to the lane. After a little bit there. He's a Tide Hunter there. Realizes, yeah, I'm just here for the fun, not the kills. But yeah, huge stuff there. Like there's one plan from Yatoro. Looks like he did clean up a lot of those stacks. But hey, at least you get the kill after. Maybe try and get some vision down here too would be nice. They didn't have anything to drop, unfortunately. Currently, they have no vision across the river.
That is potentially an issue, as Collapse right onto him. And do they have enough to kill? Yes, indeed. Can just keep running forward for more. I mean, they really don't have an answer for this on the side of Virtus Pro. It's basically just kotl blasts. And Mapochka, he steps up. If he's not careful. Good blinding light pushback. Well played.
Nice save, but in the end, the tower's still going to fall here. It's 3 points from the Kraken Shell. Collapse has no concerns at all about being battered by this tower.
The tempo that they're playing it on Team Spirit is presenting a lot of issues for Virtus Pro. Yeah, Arcane Rune for Laurel. TP coming in immediately onto him. That's a good catch. The silence was there, right on point, but then the pushback, will it be enough to find the kill? Yes, it will. Oh, and Ira too. Virtus Pro needed. They find him. Mira now in trouble. Notice right onto him, tries to get that kill, and they are going to get it. Collapse has to back out as Virtus Pro bring forward.
And showing why they value this Spectre so highly.
Yeah.
Pick it that early. I mean, they won game 1, but they're getting value out of this Shadow Step that I would not have expected with the state that they're in. Picking up humongous kills, picking up the Sven, then picking up the Invoker. It's the only thing keeping them into this game. And now it gets them up to that Blade Mail as well.
Dire's top tower is under
They go
attack.
right back to farming, try and progress that next item here. Hoping for the boost of travel on the Squadix, so that'll obviously help a lot when it comes to actually playing off of Noticed, who has committed to the relic.
Yes, I'm keeping my eyes on this, and Spectre still have Radiance queued up. I mean,
It's not a great Manta Diffusal game.
no.
It's really not.
Dire's middle tower is
I mean,
under
this
attack.
is an issue. If he actually commits to the full Radiance, I mean, obviously gold lead being built up already by Team Spirit, it'd be even more of a detriment doubling up on that item.
It's fine. Everyone's just on fire.
Yeah,
It's okay.
That's not how it works.
They're playing opposite sides of the map.
Well, smoke up now with 3 and having Shadow Step at the ready. Can they find anybody? Bottom, Virtus Pro, Dark Willow and Sven. They spot Yatoro and
Middle tower is under
managed to
attack.
get away. Nicely played by Team Spirit, escaping just in time.
Coverage there from Mira. Had one good Bedlam that unfortunately wasn't able to quite save. Collapse, though, in a bit of a precarious position.
Yeah, they move in. Stun is there. Collapse starts to fall. They bring in Squadix, connection, but it's too hard to bring down the big watermelon.
The dead shot there. If Sage hits that dead shot, he's dead.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the concerns about the support Muerta, you know, gotta hit that skill shot. If you miss it, a lot of people are gonna survive, and sometimes you're doing it in a saving mechanism as well.
Dire's
This
middle
gives
tower
the tip
is
to
under
Laurel
attack.
on the Misty MP notice is like, oh, well, maybe it's not the best time for them so far. It's still Spirit in a good position.
And any viewers who are unaware, he's currently holding a point. You'll see this a lot with Wraith Kings. So basically, you might notice he has no ultimate. He can skill it whenever he feels like it's the right time to make sure he's going to return it. He doesn't necessarily want to take the point if it's going to be a bad opportunity for his teammates to actually follow up. So he's not in too much trouble, just being, you know, as, again, like some of the panelists mentioned there, Chief Stick was saying, trying to play him as much as possible. You want to be like super greedy on this Wraith King. That's the entire point. Look at that damage.
Pump fake the Ravage too. Something out of them. And TeamSpirit, they might be turning up the fight pretty soon too. You've got Blink Dagger just completed on Yatoro for this Sven. They already have a Spirit Vessel done on Laurel.
And keep in mind that Dark Willow can throw the Bedlam on top of the Sven if he wants.
Find FNG in trouble, gone. Just like that, TeamSpirit start the movement. Now down bottom, they're all
stalking.
kind of
Baboshka.
He found himself a tasty treat. This would be huge if they could get him. Connection, Root, Overgrowth, Sunstrike, everything dropping low, but the turret Kiritich almost gets away. But they say no.
Dude, what a great use of the 15-minute shard there from Baboshka too. Just recognizing how they're going to be super spread on this map. They're going to have Wraith King over here, Spectre down here. I am just going to hunt Spectre this entire time. You know where she's going to play the whole time. And this is a strategy that I think it was Virtus Pro that were using it, where they kept going for this this tree for FNG, and he would always set up for the Spectre. But instead, they're using it on TSpirit to just hunt and scout the Spectre instead.
It's really nice. Now coming in with such little HP on Baboshka, not feeling like it's going to matter. Does sidestep the Brambles, and that keeps him alive. On the side of the kotl, as there was more help nearby. Fear tries to TP out. No way to break it. They forced everybody down to the very bottom corner of the map, and then they all just TP out. Spirit playing this map beautifully.
Labs just continues to plant himself wherever he wants it. The pipe delivered to him from the courier, and now eyeing up that Blink Dagger so they can actually go for aggressive plays when they want. Something other than just a jump there.
Stun, 3 swipes and he's dead. Can they find more though? The turnaround on this would be big. They managed to bring him down. Yatoro falls. Signs of life for VP.
I mean, that's the thing. They have overwhelming magic damage right now, right? With this Solar Bind combined up with the Illuminate and some Spirit Vesseling, you might feel tanky on a spend with some Warcry, but it's not going to help you all too much in those situations. So, good scouting from the Invoker to help set that up in the first place with the Force Spirits. But maybe Yatoro regretting that one.
Has that queued up. If the switch ends up happening. But right now, sitting pretty. Side lane's not feeling safe because of that tree.
They're scanning.
Yeah, they know. Like, they know that they can just die so quickly, and they're just outside of the scan.
They have to get some ob-centric combos.
Yeah.
It's the only option right now.
Or do this, bring numbers down for Laurel. Gets him there with the silence, looks in for the stun, the Inkswell takes forever to come in, and now with the follow-up hit, they have enough. Laurel, very, very low, ends up dying.
Oh, they got him.
Connection for more, good dead shot. And just like that, Virtus Pro come back in, get a couple clutch kills.
Trying to free up this space right now is so important for Kiritich. Because he is struggling on the net worth, as you can see, the lowest of all the cores in the game, not what you want for your Spectre. Probably just still trying to figure out exactly what to do. Fully commit for the Radiance. I do feel like it's the only choice.
I mean, you think he knows at this point that
he knows.
The Wraith King has it.
I mean, he's got a blink too. I'd hope he knows.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
I think it's just the reality of the game.
Is under attack.
Coming up on 19 minutes.
Nice.
Push back the Dark
there.
Willow. Tries to TP out. Oh, just in time. Get out of there.
That's pretty cool. So yeah, one of the benefits there, being able to help yourself versus Shadow Realm. Notice makes his way through this jungle. There is a dire ward, so we're aware of where this Wraith King's moving through, but what's the plan here from TeamSpirit? Looks like they want to push this bottom lane a little bit.
Feels like at least now.
Dire
Still very
are
much stuck
scanning.
together. Can go for another Shadow Step play. on Virtus Pro. 2 items now heading in towards... I mean, again, you're just running right into collapse.
He just does not care. He is just playing the wall right now.
Anywhere that they try and make a move, collapse is there to stop their progress. And at least for the moment, they've only been able to take 1 tier 1 tower on the site of BP.
Now, if you want to approach a tower, there's a blink dagger on a Tidehunter. And that is one thing where, you know, this lineup, sure, there's cooldown issues, no doubt about that, but they need those perfect setups there.
Look at how close that was.
That was crazy, actually.
Super close.
But yeah, it's super important that Sven starts the fight off the right way. I mean, that's obviously very important with the hero. You want to do as much damage as you can in that initial stun, and Ravage just extends that. You know, you can do a Ravage setup, get a few hits off, follow up with a stun. It also simplifies the game for Invoker and Dark Willow a lot. It can play off of this already aggressive Treant Protector with the Shard.
Closer and closer. Another smoke play by VP, hoping to find one. At the same time that is happening, Miposhka is hunting, finds Sage, connects with the Overgrowth, and well, they are just going to bring down the Muerta.
FNG just got a big upgrade though. Level 10 has the -5-second Ink Swell cooldown and already has the Shard too. Okay, so super helpful for them in these fights. They want to keep Notice swinging as much as possible, as well as just like moving through these fights.
They just haven't been able to find a good fight for themselves. The movement from TSpirit away and dodging the bad fights has been pretty clutch.
I think with the Shadow Step up, they could approach this mid tower and just count on reincarnation.
Dire's middle tower is under
they're going to do it very casually.
Just skeletons, that's it. And I mean, this again is something that Yatoro is comfortable stepping up himself to stop the push. The rest of his team smoking over towards him. TSpirit are in complete control of this game. Smoked up.
Dire's middle tower.
They're gonna head out. Kiritich bought the relic. And now they're running right into him. He's 1,000 gold away from the Radiance. They move in, they find him. Kiritich in trouble, goes for the heart the way down south though. Next on the Laurel, now the jump, they chase him down, and now jumps away. He's back out of there. Miposhka collapsed, they're both onto him, wanting to find that kill to silence. He gave him the old do-si-do. We're in America now, baby. He chased for more.
They actually get Mira.
One kill. Mira ends up going down. Can they get any more? Notice burning, slightly dying, and wants to deny himself. Maybe gets the death by the neutral creeps. Now, Sage back into it. That's 2 dead for 2, but one of them was a deny.
Oh, the pings.
What a wild fight.
Notice quickly realizing that the Wisdom Rune is up, but not taken here by TSpirit. Just pinging it frantically right now.
And what a hold by Collapse in that instance to knock off the Ravage, because now you still don't feel safe going for these fights, and particularly when you lose the Muerta.
Radiant's middle tower
keeps the ball rolling. It still hasn't ballooned out into a big gold lead. As you can see, even these little fights here before they ended up losing one more, gold favoring VP.
Wanix gets his first item in a long time as well, picking up that E-Blade, so gonna have some defense here up against Yatoro, just immediately jumping on top of him, as well as, of course, some aggressive potential.
Like that. Still waiting. The Radiance.
It's been a long wait.
It has been rough. Kiritich not having the game that he did in number 1.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
They do have an E-Blade done on the kotl, which will help in trying to get towards that Hex. But a lot of net worth right now that's just not able to get the most out of it for him. 23 minutes. We had this, I think, 4 or 5 minutes earlier in game 1. Ice gets caught though. Tornado lift up, and now the stun. Kiritich shows up. They're trying to kill off the kotl. Will they be able to? Soaking up the damage. Notice shows up, and they take down 2.
Can they go for more?
Team thinking about it. Hunting Kiritich. Does he want to? It's a little bit too scary. He just wants to farm. Leave this man alone.
Yeah, notice that blink up in a few seconds, so maybe hoping that someone will get aggressive and go on for big saving play. Has his ulti back up in 10 seconds. Chance they want to go for a aggressive play on the next Shadow Step, which is also in 15 seconds. So things certainly lining up here for Virtus Pro.
So they've hit their timings, but it should be noted if a fight happens 5-on-5, VP are basically down an extra, what, like 4,000 gold or something, because they have double rating, right?
Yeah, if they're like stacked on top of each other, yeah.
Okay.
True. I mean, that is sort of, I mean, there's other, you know, you get 55 damage,
That's fair.
right? You get some evasion.
Fair enough, fair enough. Do you think that Virtus Pro would want to try and go in for a battle now, like in terms of their timings and when they're hitting it?
Oh, collapse.
Here
wants
it's
to
got
break
the
the
shard.
ulti.
Oh my god. Not great when your carry gets it, but now the injection of gold helps him out a little bit. Collapse. I mean, he came in for what he wanted. The Ravage finally gets it now. Trying to escape with the burn.
All right, dead shot. Does he get the snipe?
He needs another hit. No! He takes off. The Phantom into embrace. Managed to find that stun. Yatoro walks forward on to Notice, trying to bring him down. Gets swiped to death. Miposhka still hunting. Sunstrike getting vision. Sage is nearby, and now Miposhka, he's gone out too far. Mira shows up, throws down the Bramble Maze, one last hit, sidesteps it, the pushback, and then the DOT is enough to kill off Miposhka.
FNG's got to get some arcanes. I feel like he's struggling a little bit here. Oh, he has to go for the gem. Someone called him out. He was running to the secret shop.
Yeah.
Desperately out of mana here. Trying to help out, of course, versus this frustrating Invoker. But yeah, need that gem. Trying to secure things. And yeah, like you said, getting the shard on Kiritich. A plan coming together, perhaps.
Yes.
Maybe this was their plan all along.
That's right. Just stack the net worth so he gets a free charge.
Genius stuff coming out here, and that's gonna put him right over top of the Wraith King here. Shadow step defensively.
Kiritich, he ends up killing himself on Mira. I mean, that's a nice way to save your buddy. Pop Blade Mail and run into it. Dude, have they turned a corner? Virtus Pro starting to look good.
You know, what did Rezo say? Just don't go aggressive. You know, Collapse just wants to burn an ulti on a Wraith King here under a tier 2 tower.
Yeah. Punish, and you can eat. Dota Plus, they're believers. They're believers.
Oh, it's
in this
Spectre.
upset.
Don't even put it away. All right. Dota Plus and Spectre. There's something going on there.
That's true. You're not wrong. Shadow Blade into a Silver Edge going to be completed for Yatoro. That will definitely wipe her down to size. Already the rest of he is back and hiding out. Roche is up.
Are scanning.
Yeah, definitely what both teams are thinking about at the moment.
Or sides. Tich Yashidan after hitting that Radiant Network is definitely starting to bloom up. They're going to go on into the pit.
Not only they have the opportunities here, they're going to scan just to make sure. The Radiant scan, they say, hey, they're doing Roche right now, but I mean, this is one of those situations too where obviously the old version of Haunt, or now the Agnum's version of the ultimate is kind of cool. But if you don't have vision, you can't do anything, but there's no way they're going to fight anyway. It's only the first stages. And it goes on Yatoro, who, I mean, Sven kind of notoriously not the best hero anyway. You're not going to have a second transformation.
Does sort of feel too as if Virtus Pro are pretty content with just farming up on all their heroes. I mean, we talked about it a ton in the draft. Very greedy across the board. Yatoro comes on in, cleans up those agents, and now they manage to find him. Look at this, they're ripping him to shreds. Doesn't have God Strength, doesn't have anything. Can they kill him again?
They don't even bother.
Like it. Yeah, they're just happy with that. Age is gone.
Yeah. Just get rid of it. You know? You got BKB after, you don't have to mess with that. You don't know what kind of follow-up is coming from Collapse because he doesn't have that Ravage locked and loaded. Excellent use of Shadow Step here and that Vision. Looks like Sage also wants to kind of play around that Vision a little bit here too. I don't think they want to necessarily give it up. I mean, Shadow Step's back in 10 seconds. It just feels endless at this point in the game, right?
Yeah.
You never feel safe in these situations.
Such a scary hero, and getting closer and closer to the Manta being done, that's going to mean that, you know, your Korean or your Dark Willow, as you try and run away, you've still got these illusions following you that are going to take you down, and then into Haunt.
A way out of that overgrowth.
Only 1,000 gold separating the two teams. Spirit, after having lost the Aegis, can't feel too comfortable. It feels like they're wanting to make a big move here. It'll be a tough game for them from this point forward, even though they have this very farmed Sven. They can hit away though, that could be their recipe for success.
Radiant
Gem as well.
Scanning.
They've had on the side of Virtus Pro. FNG just helping to clear up a lot of this vision, so they don't see all too much. They have one good ward that they just placed up ahead of them.
Единственный, кто может меня победить, это я сам.
More chat line.
That sentry is spotting the invisible Sven running around there tier 2.
Okay.
Radiant's middle
Dodging,
tower is under
Virtus Pro
attack.
heads up to the top side of the map. Laurel on the hunt. Not really any global heroes that you can rely upon. Fashion of the Spectre. Kind of has to be the one there with the Sunstrike help.
Are they gonna run in and notice the Sage up here? Creep camp's gone.
Tornado
Dire's
not
bottom
on the
tower
mark.
is under attack.
It's a little bit late.
Yeah. Linking into some camps that Skellies are clearing up. Yatoro just making sure that he's not still around, but that means he's come up here. They're gonna miss out on some farm, but they're both respawn anyway.
They haven't been shut out of the map. Deep here clean now. They're absolutely on it.
Now the next big upgrade is probably Squawks' site. Try and break up these fights. Of course, there's some insane targets that you could get. You know, maybe you have vision on collapse, right? Maybe you break his initiation coming in. Maposhka as well. If he just gets caught on a sentry board, be a quick scythe just so we can get a solid setup there from the overgrowth.
Well, and the real problem too that you're going to see, I think, for Spirit is that while Maposhka can find those like pick-off hunting plays, a lot of the heroes that would be most important to pick off, you're not going to go kill with just. You're going to need that invoker there potentially.
Look at Kirtish's illusion on the bottom lane right now.
Yeah.
What a hero. Just running it all the way down here behind tier 2. Farming up entire waves.
Yeah.
Yep, don't worry about me. Just gonna park this here.
That's so annoying to play.
Catapult.
Yeah, they burn through it. So they will be able to claim the Tormentor, but Heritage is really causing issues. Spectre hurt early, but...
It's actually getting another full wave.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's what happens. You let it sit there, it's just going to keep doing its thing.
Oh. Yeah. It's okay, nothing else happening anyway. We can watch the... Fine.
Oh, they're comfy. Absolutely. I mean, this is the problem, though, is like, eventually... Maposhka just wants to do something. He's moved commanded on Tillman, comes back in for the finish. Dude, it's devastating. It's just death over and over again for these poor supports.
It's just weird to expect it to be some like long cooldown or something after. Oh, it's back in 20 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, by the time everything cleans up.
You get to this stage against these types of heroes, it really does not feel like it's that many anthems. But they do have Aghanim Scepter now done for Invoker, and Cataclysm,
Okay.
That should be enough to get kills on these other guys, barring their ability to escape from it.
Yeah, the setup's pretty nasty. Ravage, Overgrowth, Sven's done. There's a good chance you get caught inside multiple sets.
Muerta at least has a Force Staff.
Oh, mid lane, spot it. Yeah, there it is. Oh,
Have enough to get them. They don't quite. Can't connect. Yatoro, that's back away. Notice is going to be there with the stun, long duration dodge, the tornado, but heals back up immediately. And now collapse there too. Do they have enough to burn it down? One time they will. Everybody grouped together, 4 of them to the side. Notice still way too far forward.
Yeah,
and they will punish that hard. Now that is Aghanim Scepter done on Wraith King, so he's going to live a little longer, but TSpirit, they got what they came for.
Yeah, we're gonna have to keep an eye on that one. If you're new to Dota, welcome. This guy gets an Aghanim Scepter, and then when people die, they don't die. They become ghosts. Then they still cast all their spells.
It's very spooky.
Yeah, I mean, it's October.
That's right.
It's kind of on theme.
I like it. Halloween coming around. I mean, we did also see there the Yatoro Satanic start to become an issue. And lane.
Oh, smoke. That got spotted by...
Oh, well played, Maposhka. Nicely done. They have Haunt now, too.
Oh, they do indeed. No notice, though, so...
Laps got stomped by the Centaur.
Maposhka's still scouting. Sees the rotation. Claps immediately jumps.
Jump in. Drops the anchor on him. Laurel immediately caught upon. Yatoro, too. Heritage thinks about chasing onto Laurel. Taking a lot of damage. Continues to hold around. Tries to jump away. There's nowhere left to go. In trouble. Heritage, but he's able to back out. Force Staff keeps him alive. And just like that, they might have gone into far. But wait a minute. Yatoro, the E-Blade, he's still healing back up. FNG is dead. Can they look for more? Muerta also in trouble. Notice starts to fall. Drops him into the Meteor Hammer. Notice is going to get burned down to death. Do they have enough to quite kill him off? Still trying to back away. But the Ag Scepter coming in. Wraith King keeping himself alive, but he can't do anything. They end up finding 2 for one. TSpirit, they're just team fighting better.
What an absolutely sick play from Yatoro. To come back in there with the Satanic. He must have been, what, 10, 15% HP?
Right.
Jump right back in. Kind of a light panic moment there for a second because he tries to lifesteal and then someone got E-bladed. But he turns to the next target, immediately back up to full HP.
I mean, definitely could have died rapidly if he did not manage to get off those couple of swipes. So you can see he's stolen out the majority of this damage.
And it's always scary to get these big, huge carries alongside something like Alacrity too.
Yeah.
Really out of control. And now 25 seconds until the Roche. They've kind of secured a lot of their position on the map right now from TSpirit. Unfortunately, we're not able to drop too many wards again here. Run out, plus somebody had been de-warded there from the gem they had for a really long time. I'm guessing that got stolen though, and yeah, maybe?
Double, well, rather wisdom.
Oh no, they got it.
Okay, they got it back up.
It was saved. Sage has it.
That's 25 for Yatoro. God strength damage.
Radiant are
Of
scared.
course, Roche will be a minute and a half away as finishes off the MKB, so no more evasion issues or mischance.
They're immediately up here, just setting and prepping. It will be a dire Roche. It's 35 minutes now, so there's no doubts about that. Warcry, Yatoro moving forward here. They want to see if they can find somebody, but Pochka wants to be scouting up ahead. That does.
Invis, they just dropped that sentry ward down. They see him immediately. Yatoro turns. They already got the Hex. And now the dead shot, the silence, the chase, that vision, but turns it. Lotus Orb keeps him alive. Notice gets stunned back on himself. Catches him there with the anchor. Collapse. Still wants to bring down Notice. Fight off to the side. Can they find any more? He's dropping lower, but they get Notice out of trouble.
They have a scythe coming on Collapse's courier as well. On its way.
Dire's middle
Dark
tower
Willow,
is under
Mira
attack.
in far. They have great vision though. Ogre Seal Totem looking forward, catches only one with the fear. Now Kiratin shows up, finds Mira immediately onto him. Yatoro dies, but the Cataclysm does the damage. It's almost enough, and it is. Assembles the Aeon Disc, but the stun is going to be there on the three. One of them saved, and now the Hex onto both of them. Connection, the fear starts to fall lower and lower and lower. They're going to throw all their damage, but it's not enough to take down Yatoro. Yatoro standing tall, streaming forward, finding another kill. He backs out. Squad X and Kiratin, they got to get out of here. There's only a couple left, and they can hold the anchor down. They connect onto him. Anchor down, leashed up, starting to fall. Kiratin nowhere else to go as the tornado is going to kill them all. Laurel with the triple kill and no buybacks.
Oh, they're slowly whittling down to that fight. It was getting a little bit scary, I gotta say. Kira just dodging all over. Roots in there, trying to control up Yatoro, but he consistently found the damage. And this time, though, as you can see from the damage numbers, it was time for Laurel to finally show up and try and help out there. Mostly with that Cataclysm, getting a good opportunity to start there. Great assembly from Squadix to manage to survive so long in that.
That was super close.
Yeah. Oh, the Martyr Strike collapsed.
Interesting. I mean, they're hitting it. That Dead in the Water is really showing up and providing a ton of value. And like we said, with that Hex there too, you're in a scary position as we'll take another look at it.
This whole fight is just so chaotic. Like, here this comes in at first with the Shadow Step, can't finish off Mira. He just goes into the Realm. Cataclysm absolutely nukes down FNG. Barely survives.
That assemble,
yeah, that's
right before the right click came in.
Squadix barely surviving on that one, and then Kiratin just like dances up on the cliff for a little while. Jumps over to Pochka, almost dies to Yatoro right here, but there's a root. Nice Atos topped out there from Sage. That's what that was. Then Laurel also almost goes down, just so close.
And that Dead in the Water, keeping him leashed and nowhere to go. I mean, the dispersion you can see here too with that shard doing a ton of damage back onto the rest of TSpirit. They just haven't been able to keep their heroes alive long enough for it to fully work. 12,000 gold lead now as TSpirit ages cheap and have to see how they want to take the fights better. I mean, again, it's been even. The vision has felt slightly into the favor of TSpirit in that last fight. Dark Willow able to get the ward up on the high ground.
Yeah.
Mira, clutch play.
Give the advantage of the Haunt at the very least. So that will be helpful, but that's only once every 3 minutes. Fights for Haunt, make sure it's the right one. Now TSpirit's feeling very comfortable, right? Although we've seen some issues going high ground this morning, as well as like throughout the rest of this event.
Really, I think that as long as they can play sort of their safe version of Dota right now on TSpirit, don't go too wild. You know, you can be comfortable at this stage holding the map, trying to build up more of a gold lead, not necessarily having to take crazy fights, but if they come to you like this, it could work. Maposhka, he's gonna be found. Can they get more? Collapse, notice, right on top of him, starts to fall. Yatoro, Hex, do they have any follow-up? Now the Soulbind onto 2, the root, the fear, the connection, the damage coming in already from Squadix. Kiritich is isolated away from the rest of the team. Now he haunts back in. Notice still hasn't died. So keeping him fine. Another really solid dead shot. The burn, the cheese pass over Laurel, get into him. Showed up for a moment. That's gonna be the one life down. Tornado lift up. And in the end, a lot of battle, a lot of damage, only one kill.
All right, you'll take that. I mean, it's only 70 seconds. Great to be gone, so not too bad at this point in the game.
Out the illusions down these lanes. TSpirit, they've been here before in these late game scenarios when it gets to a game 3 in a clutch series. Are Virtus Pro going to be able to deal with the pressure and stand up against this as we get later and later?
I mean, it's been a lot of Dark Willows that have had to go for the core builds so far in the past like month or so, right? Lots of Midas, Aghanims. This game, it's kind of like Sage. Might have to try and find a path there, right?
Yeah.
You already see the items queued up: Dragonlance, Hurricane Pike, going towards the Gleipnir later on after this Athos. It feels like they need more damage. I mean, this is part of the problem of having that kotl mid a little bit, right? Like late game fights, you're watching this same mechanic happen.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Look at this alacrity.
Radiant's middle
I mean,
tower
he's
has
hitting
fallen.
what? That's 600 or so, just base without popping God Strength.
And they still don't have any.
Man, is a monster.
A little bit brutal.
But flip side, if they can catch and control Yatoro and kite him away, that could be one of the avenues to success. He is a lot of their damage. That's where you get the value of the dead in the water, but he steps forward and just absolutely chunks him down. Yatoro ready for a second life with the dead shot to push him away and the stun. Virtus Pro, they dodge from the hits. Yatoro doesn't care about anything.
Squadix keeping into this tower, dangerous.
He's in trouble. Aeon Disc wants to back away. Dead shot to get him out of there, but Maposhka is right on top. Cataclysm, Force Stab, keeping him alive. Can he get out of there? Ravage connects, pushes on his two. He's gone. They take down that kotl. Now look for more. Finding kill after kill. And I mean, Laurel, he's taking some damage from the Wraith King Ghost, but it won't be enough to get the kill. TSpirit know what it takes to close out the games, and they're doing it right here.
Radiant's top
No
tower
on for
is
22
under
seconds. Shadowstep's about to come back up though, but they're gonna have to use these buybacks.
Need them.
TSpirit is gonna do way too much damage to the high ground.
Buyback comes already from kotl after a missed play on his TPN. Forced into that, and an Aeon Disc now for Grimstroke too. Kiritich steps in, and just not feeling like he has enough to stop Collapse, any of them.
It's crazy how that scythe just paid off completely in that single move, you know?
Yatoro waiting, looking, wanting it, ready for the jump in, finds him, but Squadix keeps him alive. Good Inkswell. Gets him out of trouble, and with another buyback, that will be enough to force TSpirit to retreat.
It takes everything.
Yeah.
They used with the Force Staff, Inkswell coming in there from FNG alongside his own E-Blade, all just to stop this potential of a step, just tearing you apart, and he didn't even utilize the God Strike.
To 22, and the gold lead accelerating into the favor of TSpirit.
Now,
Another item just feels like it's gonna erupt out of Yatoro.
they got their two buybacks that they wanted, the kotl and the Wraith King, so now you want to utilize this Train Protector as much as you can, alongside this Invoker too, two heroes that can kind of around the map, and try and set up a kill on one of these heroes, and that's just send you high ground. And they got time too, right? Roach is back in 2 minutes, might as well play for that, and it's a nullifier next year for Yatoro, so certainly going to be the thing that Squadix was fearing.
The recipe for success for Virtus Pro, obviously trying to farm, trying to get into those items, hoping Muerta becomes a hero, and maybe finding a pickoff. But if they run at you like this with 5 heroes, Mira jumps in, Collapse, there too, they're under vision, but FNG says, I don't want to be here anymore. TP out, they do force the overgrowth.
here to reality to Laurel. They're still chasing him a bit here. That's a full TP next to the
Heritage,
bunker.
that is not what you wanted to do. He did way too far. The hex is there. Heritage brought down. Oh no. Illusion. The nerves coming and hitting this young team, and for TSpirit, an opportunity to force another buyback.
Had no real way out of there. Was pressed up against the wall, down to the bottom of the map. Tried to find a desperation maneuver out of this in reality, but Invoker just got too many spells.
Oh yeah.
And now he's got more.
The refresher done. All right, we might start to see some crazy stuff as they get the deny on that ward. Open for an opening. Yatoro jumps in, stun, X-Well, Aeon Disc doesn't stand a chance. Immediately brought down. TSpirit standing tall, keeping this movement going, and Collapse is not walking away. They're all up on the high ground. They're all ready for more battle.
He's got two Ravages.
And they're gone. Don't have much left in the tank. You're here to play. Alacrity Sven eating buildings. They do have buyback on Heritage, but don't want to use it. Kotl also dead for 90 without anything in the tank. So they will claim another tier 3 tower. I mean, it feels like they're going to have to give up Megas now if they don't want to buy back. 10 seconds away, stunned, delaying for all that they're worth. Of course, one step too far forward and the rest of Virtus.pro could also be dead. Roche is up in 8 seconds. Get the dead shot, connection. Now, last tier 3 tower alive, stepping forward onto Notice, down to half HP. Heritage jumps forward, starts to bring him low. Will it be enough? No, the Terrorize is there. They have their answer. Here pushes back Yatoro, but the stun, the Ravage, the Cataclysm ×2. It's too pretty. Double Ravage, double Cata. Keep looking for more. Notice is about to fall again. He's going to come back in a green light, but then there's not a whole lot left in the tank. Aposhka still hasn't been hit. That is Mega Creeps. TSpirit's the favorites coming in. A triple kill as they taunt their way towards the victory. Not a whole lot left for Virtus.pro. They have looked so good this entire time. GG is finally called. TSpirit. They did not lose a game leading up to today. Virtus.pro did push them to the limit, but TSpirit came out on top.
Yeah, they showed they can bleed, but